Alright, hello fellow viewers and welcome back to yet another live stream, and because it is Sunday, it is another Safari Zone stream. Things worthy of note before I begin. Yesterday I got the shiny Hoot Hoot finally, and I also exchanged GameCubes and the Game Boy player, because the one that I had previously seemed to have contact issues, and well, that gave me some, let's just say, creative fails that you don't see anywhere else. So I really hope that doesn't happen again. This one should be good, and let's see how this one fares. Alright, so it's either Shuckle or Pineco. Both of them are the shinies that I still don't have. Oh, I cannot get a... No Quirky Pineco? I'll keep forgetting. And until now, no democracy has happened yet. So I think I'm gonna go for the Pineco for now. And then of course, once people want me to go for the Shuckle, I'll change. Pineco I think is 50-50. Alright, this is the frame that I need. Yesterday that went well. Finally got that freaking Hoot Hoot. Alright, so let's start. Hopefully today is gonna be another stream where I get a shiny that I've wanted for a very long time. And of course, just like yesterday, more Mario Kart music. I like this playlist, has a lot of good choices. Alright, so I'm trying to not crash into stuff, because apparently that changes frames, or it advances frames, which is something I did not know. I wasn't aware of that. It's always great if you have viewers who do tell you this. Alright, so Pineco, I am coming for you. Whew, kinda tired. I had some work to do also still with the, in terms of the new apartment, but it's coming together well. Tomorrow I'm gonna get some help from my parents, because my, let's just say my do-it-yourself skills are horrible. Really not good, unfortunately. I wish I got the dexterity from my mother or from my father, but unfortunately that did not happen. Oh well. Hey there, Salt One, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Diamond has better sprites than Platinum. Oh, I actually agree with you, and that's the thing that I always did not really like about Platinum. It has some sprites that are, I don't know, not as good as the ones in Diamond and Pearl. For example, Golbat is like, they just use the awkward in-between sprite that they used in the animation for Golbat. And in Platinum they just said, yeah, let's just use that sprite. Doesn't really make sense, and it looks a bit awkward. That's one of the things, that's also another reason why I prefer Emerald in general over Platinum. Even though Platinum is a great game, of course, I'm not fighting that, but just some choices are, I don't know. I remember them to not be really that good. Soul Silver has better sprites than Leaf Green. Leaf Green has better sprites than Emerald. All 5 games have good sprites, however. You think the Leaf Green sprites are better than the ones in Emerald? I think it depends. Some Leaf Green sprites I find a bit I don't know, I prefer the Emerald one, and with Emerald you get animations as well. Some Kantomon have amazing animations, like the Pidgeot. How it spins around, it's really nice. Or Gengar coming closer to you and then receding again, that is a really nice animation. And you don't see that in Fire Red and Leaf Green, which is a shame. I just don't get why they... I don't even get it why they did that with Ruby and Sapphire as well. Like, Crystal had animated sprites, why are we going back to static sprites? And then Emerald comes around, gives us animated sprites, and then Leaf Green is like, oh no, we don't need that anymore. Why? I just don't really understand the thought process behind these decisions. But that's unfortunately been a thing that the Pokemon franchise always had. Just, they do 2 steps forward and then 3 steps back. Emerald definitely is peak. Okay, let's see. No. Oh wait, can I maybe calibrate using this teddy bear? Teddy Ursa. Still with me, not a shiny though. Okay, you're level male. Level 36. Hope you had a good weekend, Saltmon. And okay, I can calibrate, alright. Let's put initial advances at 15,000. Okay. And then check the stats, check the hidden power type, that's TM10. If you're doing RNG manipulation just as I am, definitely always keep TM10 around, you can buy it. There's a lady to our left, well not in this building but once I'm out, who has a Kecleon as her first Pokemon. And I always use that one to determine the hidden power type of the Pokemon. Okay. Let's see. Playing the game where the box art legendary is a llama dragon that went to private school. That is very oddly specific, and yet I know what you're talking about. Hey there, Ahmed, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Hope you had a good weekend. It's not over yet, but you're in the same time zone as I am, so... Alright, so that's a grass type. I haven't even checked your nature yet. What are you, adamant? No, naive. Okay. Wait, I did see you somewhere here. Where are you? Hardy, lonely, brave, adamant, naughty, bold, docile, relaxed, impish, lax, timid, naive. There you are. Nani? No friend, that corresponds. Yeah, no. Okay, that is weird. Alright, let's just try again. Reset these parameters, because I'm not gonna go for them. Oh, you reached route 228? A llama dragon. I'm definitely looking forward to doing the shiny only challenge on Leaf Green. I just need to find out where I freaking put my Leaf Green in the first place, but we've done some testing on the GB operator, and yes, that would be definitely a thing that I might want to do, even though technically it is Oh, come on, game. It is cheating. And that would be the idea to RNG manipulate all the starters in leaf green to be shiny. And once I get one, I trade it over to my fire red. Or my rosso fuoco, because it's Italian. And then I essentially save in front of the starter, or before I take the choice of my starter. And I drop that save file onto my PC. I RNG a starter, trade it over, drop the save file where I didn't pick a starter yet onto my cartridge, so I can do it again, and then I can actually have all three of them. It is cheating, yes. It's not an action replay or anything, but I would see that people would maybe they would say, come on, don't cheat in your challenge. I don't know, you tell me. It would be neat though, and then my viewers could also pick from even more shinies. Where's their Sandstorm, the Darude song? I love that song, unironically. It's a good track. Doing well, that's good. I got 97 out of 100 at geography. Wow, nice! That's almost perfect. Effed up one question. Hey, I always had that. I almost never got a perfect. In Luxembourg it's not out of 100, it's out of 60. But I usually never got a 60 out of 60. I got a 59, 57, something like that, because I did a stupid F of like one question or something. Which is annoying, but oh well. Also, my mid-season holiday is close, which I'm not sure if you Europeans know, but in Iraq, in the middle of the school season, we get 2 weeks holiday. Well, that sounds at least it sounds somewhat like what we get. As in during December, I think it started on the 23rd December. And then it went until the 6th January. There was a 2-week vacation for all students, and usually also that includes university students. And now in February, that would be the week of the 10th until the 16th. They also get 1 week, and then it's like in Easter or around Easter, it's 2 weeks again. Then in May, usually in May, it's 1 week again. And then like starting from the 15th of July until the 15th of September, usually. It depends of course what week they fall on, but that's where there's a summer break. If you look it up, Luxembourg actually is super lucky. We get a lot of, really, I mean a lot of free days. I mean, if you're a student, definitely, but also if you're a working person. When Americans when I heard they don't get any free days at all, or it's like 30 days, I'm like, wow, that's all? Maybe I'm just too spoiled here. RNG manipulate this! Froze Pokeball on a shiny Stardust. Guess the Pokemon Shockwave, Fly, Tailwind, Surf. Oh, that could be quite a bit of them, but is it your... No, that one doesn't know Surf, though. That's a good question. Does any of the Mantine, do they know Fly? Can they learn Fly? I think they're actually a flying type where you can't use Fly on them, but that would have been my guess. So many things learn Shockwave though, it's kind of... They don't learn Thunderbolt, but they do learn Shockwave, which, I don't know. Someone explain that to me. Okay, maybe Monkey will help us with the calibration. Pelipper? Oh yeah, right. How stupid. For some reason I was thinking of a Gen 4 only Pokemon, even though you did not specify that. No idea why. However, Wingull is better at using Tailwind. Because it's a bit quicker. Speed is higher than Pelipper, I think. Which makes sense, I mean. Okay, let's see if this time I get to calibrate. With Monkey. A monkey called Ah! No, I can't do that, but I always have to laugh when my husband does that. Sometimes he just goes Ah! And it's funny. I like it when men make me laugh. I always had I guess a weak spot for those boys back then who made funny noises. They sure make me laugh. I like that. Alright. So let's see where this goes. Hey there, Alex. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I'm doing good. Definitely in a much better mood than I used to be a couple of days ago. So that's a good thing. Hope you are doing good as well. Got the shiny Hoot yesterday, finally. Kefatoot, that's bug type. Bug. And you're what? I didn't even check your nature yet. You are adamant, and you got Pokémon already. Okay, level 33. Okay, that's not far enough. Forgot to set the initial advances to 14,000, and I don't have to scroll. 15, 3, 12. No, that's level 43 actually. Okay, so I think I actually hit this frame. It's kind of early. Okay. I'm skeptical of this. Also, I'm happy because I destroyed a racist Israeli. Talking about how they should... Oh my god. Oh, imagine. Imagine talking about how we should do genocide on one culture. That's just... These people, they can vote, you know? They can have power, exert power over others, and they have that kind of scary thinking. Isn't that just... I don't know, that makes me really afraid of this world. If I ever have a kid, I'm gonna need to tell him or her or them, whatever gender they might have, that there's no monsters below your bed. The monsters are out there, and they look like us. Kill all Arabs and Muslims? What the hell? That's gonna be sick in your head. Talk with respect, but it destroyed his dumb arguments against us. Also got banned from that Discord. I would wear that as a badge of honor, you know. Yeah, of course his friend is the Discord owner. Oh my god. Crazy. This trainer has a Delcatty. Meow. I love I love Delcatty, but unfortunately she kind of sucks, you know. Competitively completely unviable, which hurts. I really want to use that pink cat. I have something creepy to share as usual. Oh, spill out the creepy tea, Alex. I want to know. Kind of funny how similar statistically Seedra and Kingdra are. As in, Kingdra doesn't really get that many points in stats as opposed to Seedra. Did you ever see the beta design for Kingdra? I think it's kind of funny, although I do prefer what we have now. But some of these beta designs of Pokemon, I prefer the beta design over the original. There's also like another cat Pokemon, a black one, with a bell at the end of its tail. I'm very sad that we didn't get that one. And originally Umbreon was meant to be a poison type evolution. But I'm actually glad that they changed it to dark, because it doesn't really, even the beta design doesn't really strike me as poison, at least if I were in charge of designing a evolution with the poison type in mind. I'd definitely change. I mean, I wouldn't design it like that. After Hungarian and Slovakian officials say something about support Ukraine, as they usually do, there was the best response in Ukrainian Facebook. Oh boy, here we go. I've been watching Ted's new show, and episode 2 made me die from laughing. At the end of the episode, John's father saying, "I jacked off." Oh my god, what the hell? Why would you do that? I mean, it's a show, I know, but just the thought that people did this is just... Shut up, boys, we fight only nuclear countries. I'm still laughing. I don't think I get the joke. I wanna laugh too. I think it's definitely flying over my head now. Ride on, more like ride on these nuts. Alright, how about I get shiny now? No? Okay, I'm gonna go without calibration, because calibrated things I got are, I don't know, very strange. As in nuclear countries, because I'm not aware if Hungary or Slovakia have, if they have nuclear warheads. I don't know that. I forgot. Pretty certain that I at one point read about it, but I forgot about that information, because my brain thinks it's more important to know that the red giant star Antares is very close to the Messier 4 global cluster for some reason. Then like that information will not leave my head, but other stuff will. I don't know. Or is it like a jab to because Ukraine did not break up like some other countries in the east? Rhyperior, more like Diaperia. Rhyhorn, more like late game Geodude. Yeah, that's true. Even though, like, do you really want to use either of them late game? Especially in Hoenn, where everything and their mom knows water gun. Kind of a risky move to have. Oh well, at least I got the shiny Hoothoot yesterday. That is pretty good. Of course, it would be amazing if I get the Pineco and the Shuckle, then I'd definitely be done. It's hard to explain this. You know, usually they say when you explain a joke it's ruined, so don't, but I actually want to understand. And even if it goes into like very specific details in politics or history, I don't mind. Like, I've read more complicated nerdy crap like that. I don't mind, I really don't. And maybe I'll learn something new again. Sira should have had Bubble Beam by level up, but instead he has to run Water Gun like it until like forever. They romp my boy so much. Oh, just so many, at least in the older games. I'm pretty certain that they fixed it in the very new ones, but that's a problem that a lot of Pokemon have back then, like I'm saying before Gen 4 or before Gen 5. Where a lot of Pokemon, their movesets when it comes to level up moves just crap, they're horrible. They barely learn anything useful. And that was during a time where TMs only had one, like once you used them, they were used up. which apparently they went back to Game Freak, which, why? I don't get it, why? Sand Veil or Arena Trap for Ductio. I mean, it does have Arena Trap, doesn't it? Arena Trap is actually pretty broken if you know how to use it. Like, after all the tries to block money or weapons or anything related to Russian gas, we still think our enemies are Russian and North Korea and Iran a little, but not these European countries, and this is funny, like a small dog barks while big war goes. Ah, okay, in that way. Okay, okay. Not gonna lie, I do feel bad for some Russian men that just... they're cannon fodder now, and Putin is crying, please make babies, and it's just to have even more cannon fodder. I hope Russian women know better and they don't supply him with meat. Of course, when I say meat, I don't mean the meat that we eat. I mean humans. Hey there, Miltank. Many as on the things Diamond and Pearl does wrong, but no one mentioned the plethora of things it does right. Yeah, because people usually tend to remember the negative aspects of something rather than the positive ones. And I'm pretty certain that effect, or that thing has a name, like an actual name that they use in science or in psychology studies. But I can't think of it right now, but it's like a negativity bias, essentially, that apparently most humans have. And a positivity bias when it comes to remembering or recalling events or things where we were very young. That's why these rose-tinted nostalgia glasses, where you remember something fondly, maybe that has happened to you before, you remember something really fondly, and then you check it out as an adult, and then you're like, oh, maybe this is not as good as I thought it was. Or maybe you defend something that you liked as a kid and you don't realize it, maybe it wasn't as good as you thought it was. That's another such a bias, but in the opposite direction. I still don't get the I hate Gen 4 thing. Why? There's so many people that still hate on Gen 4 or Gen 5. I mean, big caravan goes. I saw a photo of Russian stormtroopers on crutches today. Yeah, it's... I mean, I keep reading articles about North Korean soldiers, you know, ending their existence. And, you know, it's easy to point and laugh and say good, then we will not get hurt, but still, like, they don't have a choice. And when they defect, it's like their whole family back in North Korea, up to 3 generations, will get punished. Like, it's very tragic. Not that I think that I like that, or that I would just say let them invade us, of course not, but it's still, I do feel some kind of sympathy for them. You're searching for Cacnea? Oh yeah, you found him, alright. On the other side I have a headache for 3 days. Oh, that's a long headache. It was hard to realize what's the reason. The reason of it, but I realized it was very funny. Oh, you know why you have a headache? My guess would be I sometimes have that when the weather abruptly changes, and we had that lately over Europe, where we had during the day it was 6-7 degrees, and then like for 3-4 days, and then suddenly it went to -1-0 degrees again, and then I had a headache. But that's just me. With Hippowdon and Cacnea, I can sure as hell build a sand team in Battle Revolution. Oh, that'd be neat to see. Cacnea card, congrats. Hey there, Philip, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Hopefully you had a good weekend. And if Iveda is there as well, hello to Iveda as well. I also hope that you are doing good, and as always, you are also welcome to the stream as always. And yeah, now it's gonna be Monday soon, right? I mean, I'm saying this like I gotta be, well, I do gotta be somewhere tomorrow, but it's not a job because I got even more. I'm sorry, but we took another candidate. Okay, thank you. At least you gave me an answer, so there's that. But still, rejections. If this is just continuing like this, I wouldn't be surprised if I end up making enough on YouTube at that point that I don't have to look for a job like this anymore, but oh well. Still, it is, I mean, I'm not the only one, I know that, but it's kind of disheartening to see so many people my age or even younger coming out of university and then not get a job for years. Yeah, I'm a professional in it because I meditate every day for more than 8 years. And I'm aware enough to notice the trigger, and this is absurd. Ooh, what's a trigger? Well, that's very good that you have that self-awareness. Of course, I didn't doubt you in that aspect. And yeah, having that kind of self-awareness, of course, is wonderful. Especially to the body, like that's an intra-personal intelligence. That's one of the 8 types of intelligences. And I don't know, it looks like a lot of people don't really, they kind of lack in that department. If they have any self-awareness at all, to be honest. I mean, I know so many dudes, I don't know why it is commonly men, and I'm not saying all men and all that. Of course not. That if anyone says all men, then that's a red flag. It's just so many men, especially young ones, are, as in when I say young adults between the ages of 18 to 35, they have no self-awareness. Like, none. They think they are amazingly attractive and a genius, and it's like, no. And when you tell them, hey, you kind of, you know, get off your high horse, they're like, they are really mad at you for even suggesting that there's a horse to come down of, you know? It's crazy. She's currently in the shower, but I'll pass on your greetings when she's finished. I also took a shower before the stream. Definitely needed it. I did some heavy lifting today. We had a good weekend. Nice. That is wonderful. I mean, I had one as well, I guess. The Hoot shiny Hoot yesterday. That was definitely nice. But I was more working towards making the apartment more complete than anything else. I didn't go anywhere. But I am preparing, and it's gonna be pretty soon. On the 2nd of February, I will celebrate 5 years of marriage with my husband. And I know there's some cultural differences among, or in different countries or continents. But where I'm from, it's usually called the wooden marriage or the wood marriage. And I mean, it's gonna be on a Sunday, but we're just gonna go to a private sauna and then have a nice dinner. I'm definitely looking forward to that. There's some logic behind it. It is a very long story. I don't know how to tell it in English. With this headache, it's even harder, so let's try. Hey, if it hurts too much, then leave it be. But I am still interested in how you told, or how you could tell that that was the trigger for the headache. And I think I'm gonna understand you, I mean... Only intelligent and drinking milk. Are you sure about that, Amit? You know, your hand-eye coordination is pretty good if you can... Oh, there you go, Philip. Look at that sun cone before I reset. But yeah, you need very good hand-eye coordination to beat Souls games. And a lot of gamers are pretty good at that aspect, of course, because we literally train ourselves every single day. And I'm very certain that there's other stuff that you're also intelligent at, Amit. You're just at a point or stage in your life. I know it, I've been there as well. Being a teenager and you're just, your self-esteem is in the toilet because of bullying. But it's gonna get better, and then hopefully one day you can see, hey, I'm actually pretty... not stupid. I'm capable of many good things. I mean, already you're not thinking like, or saying things like, I'm the best, I'm here, I'm there, unironically, so... Just by knowing that, you are more self-aware than a lot of people I know. Green men are very stupid, and I say that as a dumb man myself. You keep saying that, but I mean, I'm just telling you, Amit, the competition for stupid people, there's some heavy competition, and you ain't winning it. You need to be super stupid nowadays to win the crown of the idiots, and competition is getting steadier and steadier, unfortunately. In 2012, I had an injury that disrupted blood flow to my brain. Ooh, ouch. Oh boy. Caused vascular spasms? Oh no. Because of this, I experienced severe pain, which intensified with physical exertion and various emotions that raised my blood pressure. Oh no, with an emotional reaction as well. And the brain being simple and primitive, built an associative chain. Positive emotion equals excruciation. Oh no, your brain was like, I'm gonna link positive emotions to excruciating pain. And now the feeling is like this, a smile feels like a hammer blow to the head. This is absurd, but there's strict logic behind this. No, it actually, reading it like this, it does not strike me as absurd. This does make sense. I mean, I don't need to tell you that how the brain works, you know that really well. Confirms that the trigger can be absolutely anything, even your own happiness. Yeah, trying to think if I ever had a trigger that came from something good or positive. Oh, I hope you're gonna be able to get rid of that. That has to be really annoying. Hey there, V, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I was supposed to rename Kuchisaki Onna because I got into Japanese yokais, but I gotta wait one more day. That's all good. Then I know what your well, the icon is already that. For those of you who don't know, who are unaware, Kuchisaki Onna is a two-mouthed woman, which is what Mawile, that Pokémon, is based off on. Hallo 3 Vanilla-Starter, wie geht's? Wie steht's? Hagebuttne? Ja, ja. Ach ja, der gute alte Drachenlord, der wurde ja jetzt wieder geleakt anscheinend. Jetzt wissen wir wieder, wo der ist. Das ist ja echt krank. Egal, wo der ist. Also ich schwöre dir, der kann bei Alpha Draconis, ich weiß nicht welchem Stern, da irgendwo lungern und der wird gedoxt. Und dann weiß jetzt wieder jeder, wo er ist. Sorry for some German, but you know this channel. Is wood carving something special because I do it? Yes. I mean, I don't really know that many people who are actively doing wood carving. And that does require another intelligence, which is your motor skills. That is actually an intelligence that you can have, which I am really bad at. I mean, mine isn't the best. That's one weakness of mine, let's say. I mean, I'm very honest and open with it. I'm just... At least my hands are very stupid. Just calm it right now. But yeah, the Mawile is based on that yokai. Yokai are like Japanese folklore creatures. And Kuchisaki means multiple or two mouse, and Onna is Japanese for woman. Alles gut soweit bei dir? Ja, also bin ein bisschen müde, musste heute noch sehr viel tragen, herumtragen. Bin noch nicht ganz fertig mit dem... Also ich bin schon umgezogen, sind nur ein paar Dinge, die musste ich noch ja, aus den Kisten sozusagen nehmen. Dann merkt man erst, wie viel Zeug man hat. I know what to do. The problem was to find trigger. When you find trigger, you can recreate reaction and reconsolidate it. Yes, that's true. Easy technical side of manipulating automatic reactions. Easy to tell, hard to master. Yeah, I think that's... Many things in psychiatry are like this, honestly. At least I think so. Maybe you don't agree. But when it comes to the psyche, so many things you can tell, even without formal training. But to master that is really hard. No, V was here before, but yeah, always welcome, of course. Y'all don't be scared, y'all way too far from me to kill y'all. Oh, we got vampires here, and now a Futakuchi Onna, or Kuchisaki Onna, however you want to say it. I'm used to the Futakuchi Onna, that's two mouse specifically. But yeah, we are monster friendly here, definitely. Ich habe einen 6x31 Latias aus dem Duellturm. Oh, hast du den Duellturm-Glitch gemacht? Nice, jetzt hast du ein perfektes Latias. Nice. Ich habe den noch nie gemacht, den Glitch. Also ich weiß, wie er funktioniert. Ich weiß, dass er existiert, aber ich hab's nie wirklich gemacht. Everything is extremely simple, but we usually go the long path through all the copings to come to that simplicity. But everything is very simple. Well, maybe not everything. Some things like, I don't know, some quantum mechanical stuff is, I don't know, I wouldn't call that simple. And then you need so many advanced math theories that you need to know before you can even begin to understand what the hell they're talking about in that paper. But yeah, a lot of things are actually much more simpler than we give them credit for, yeah. That might be true. Mehrmals? Ach so, ich dachte, man kann den Glitch nur einmal machen. Oder sprechen wir gerade über denselben Glitch? Also den Trainer-Tower-Glitch oder den Trainerturm-Glitch. Ich dachte, dass man da das Latias oder Latios, was auch immer da herumfliegt, dass man den ersetzt durch ein Pokémon aus dem Turm. Aber vielleicht kann man das nochmal machen. Kann ja sein, dass du Ace gemacht hast, das weiß ich ja nicht. Alle Regis sind perfekt. Oh, nice. Würde dir wahrscheinlich auch viel Spaß machen. Ja, ich kann es mal probieren, warum nicht? Kann ich nur empfehlen. Ja, gut, da hast du ja mehrere perfekte Mons bekommen. Replacing Giga Drain with Solar Beam. Oh, I didn't read your comment before. Leech Seed is good. Leech Seed can be pretty annoying if you're only receiving end, of course. Advanced math is simple. It is more scary than hard. Yes, its components are simple, that's true. And it's just the relationship between the simple things that make it advanced or more complex. Yes, that is true. Of course, I'm pretty nerdy, so I'm not shying away from that, but... There are some things in this world that are actually pretty complex. Cacneas use both sand and sun. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Hab das Spiel jedes Mal neu gestartet pro Durchgang. Ah, okay. Oh, das ist Dedication, Alter. Ja, das hat ja super lange gedauert, bestimmt. Okay, jetzt verstehe ich, warum du so viel oder so oft machen konntest. Sadly for you, V, I know how to avoid you even we met. All I have to say is your mid is way. You're mid this way, you can confuse and it won't be able to. Oh, no killings here, please. And if so, please choose. Don't choose my viewers. I kind of don't want that, you know, that's not a good business strategy. Also replacing growth with focus punch. Evasion focus punch shenanigans. Oh boy. Yep. I know how horrible that can go. I've faced it before. Definitely annoying. Evasion focus punch strategies, like usually with double team. Kannst sogar legendäre Beeren holen, die du sonst nur nach Abschluss der Kampfzone bekommst, weil gegnerische Pokémon sie tragen. Welche meinst du genau? Die Krambo-Beere und andere? Also die... Moment, das kann ich ja nochmal hier nachschauen im Beutel. Meinst du jetzt die Krambo-Beere und das? Oder meinst du wirklich die, also die hier? Oder... Weil die kriegst du noch gegen Gewinnpunkte in Kolosseum zum Beispiel. Kriegst du die eingetauscht. Oder meinst du jetzt eher die, wie heißt die überhaupt auf Deutsch? Enigma-Beere? Die man sich normalerweise cheaten muss, oder... Ja, mit so einem ja, Action-Replay, oder wie die Amis und die Japaners bekommen haben, mit einem E-Reader. Alright, when a French person enters and then speaking French and some other language, then we're complete. Hey there, Emo Kid, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. Pretty exhausted, but otherwise doing good. Muss kurz nachgucken, wie sie heißen. Okay. I hope you had a good weekend, Emo Kid. Soon to be over, unfortunately. I got the shiny Hoothoot yesterday, that was really nice. Finally, so I'm done with Area 5 now. And the next one's gonna be Area 6 exclusively. Until I'm done with those areas as well. And I really need to find my leaf green. I know it's somewhere, I just need to find it again. But I'm trying to get into the RNG manipulation of the Gen 3 Kanto games. Time for some Kanto Wild Wednesdays and Kanto Safari Zone. I definitely want that shiny Chansey. Okay. There we go, let's see. And no, I don't get what I want, not even an accidental shiny. These days my sleeping schedule is messed up. I sleep at morning and wake up at night. Ooh. How is that compatible with school though? Can you still manage? Nocturnal, yeah. I mean, yeah, vampire and all, you know. Nothing new. You know, if Ahmed goes into the sun, that's not good for him. You know, being a vampire and all. Ahmed is vampire / Batman confirmed. Ahmed is actually like, he doesn't want to tell you guys, but he's like a experiment gone horribly right from the Iraqi government to create a vampire that can survive in the Iraqi sun. And he seems to be immune to garlic as well, which, wow. Vampires are getting stronger these days. Lansat und Krambo. Ah, die. Also die kannst du doch mit dem Bärenspruch bekommen. Wo ist das nochmal? Ich glaube, Route 118 oder so. Wenn du dann nach rechts gehst oder nach Osten, da ist ja dieser Bärenmeister. Und dem kannst du ja jeden Tag einen neuen Spruch geben. Da gibt es Sprüche, die geben dir diese speziellen Bären. Nicht alle. Eine, die musste ich über die französische Version, also ich habe noch Rubin auf Französisch, musste ich so bekommen, weil man die in der deutschen nicht bekommt. I'm at Weapon X. Go to school at 7 a.m. I come back at 11 a.m. and then sleep until 8 p.m. Wait, you only got school from 7 to 11? Oh, that's neat. Yeah, that's such a short school day. I was about to say the same, actually. To be fair, I went to pretty, not special, as in special needs, but not an alternative either, but it was a high school where you could also do activities like learn how to play piano, other stuff. And my school days were from 8 to 17. Gosh, that was so freaking long. I hated that. I mean, it's even worse if you hate the students that are there. Well, hate maybe a bit a strong word, but oh well, except for the bullies, no, they deserve that. But oh well, it's been long over. I got my life going now. It's such a short school day. I go from school 8:20 to 3:15. Yeah, that's also the usual times in Luxembourg and the surrounding regions. Usually on Wednesdays we had half a day, but that was because of the high school I went to. See all the Pokemon in my box too. Okay, go ahead. What did you get? Still not certain if I will indeed be able to stream. Let me see. This Tuesday? No, that should work actually. Never mind. Just ignore what I said previously. It's only for exams. Normal school day is 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's still pretty short though. Like, how long are your lessons then? Like 1 hour and then that's it? It is interesting though to see how different regions, different countries have different school times and holidays. Pretty certain that in Iraq you don't really celebrate Easter because Easter, well, okay, it's not originally Christian. It's like Christmas. Yes, it might have the name Christmas. Oh wait, people won't chuckle. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the pineapple one last time and then I'm gonna go for the shuckle. But yeah, the Easter is like Christmas. It might have Christ in the name, but those were stolen, so to speak, or appropriated holidays from pagans. So obviously you don't have them. So I do wonder if you have a break around Ramadan or something like that. It's like something more Muslim. Vaporeon, Gyarados, Credont, Dugong, Gloom, oh, 2 Glooms. Seeking, Fearow, Poliwhirl, Raticate, another Raticate, Roselia, Seadra, Kingdra, Rhydon, Hippowdon, Cacnea. Oh, that's why you said Rhydon previously. Go and practice a couple of techniques to devalue this headache and break the associative links. Have a nice evening. Alright, Alex. Thank you so much for being part of the stream. I really do hope that you can get rid of that. But knowing you, you will definitely be successful. So, bye-bye. See you until next stream. Oh, you don't have a break at Ramadan. Okay. I thought maybe. I mean, I don't know. I've never been... The only Muslim country I've been to were the Maldives, and yeah, I was on tourist resorts where you don't really see the Muslimness, so to speak. Oh, your head hurts? Alright, Saltmon, the same goes to you. I hope your head will stop hurting pretty soon, and I thank you for being part of the stream. And as always, I say to you, buonanotte e well, not a domani, that would be till tomorrow. I will not stream tomorrow, but till the next time. So many headaches. That is... Oh, yeah, headaches are... I mean, have you ever talked to people who have cluster headaches? Apparently these are so bad that a lot of people, you know, stop living because of that. They end that. Because they just can't live with the pain. Which, oh, jeez. That has to be tough. It's like not a headache. A headache is, it sounds kind of like it doesn't have an impact at all. I'm thinking more of a migraine. I'm so glad that I don't have migraine problems. Everyone I know who has described migraines to me, it sounds like an absolute nightmare. So hopefully that nightmare thing, a migraine thing will end. Well, it is a nightmare, a waking nightmare. Isn't Ramadan pretty soon now, Ahmed? I haven't checked out that calendar yet. But I think it's gonna be pretty soon, if I'm not mistaken. And what do I get? I get a sun kern. Oh wait. Before I do that, people want Shuckle. They don't want that Pineco anymore. Alright, so for Shuckle, we use the delay 85 because it is a rock smash encounter. And we go for Shuckle. Let's go for the quirky one. Just gonna reset, change out to the Nani? No quirky Shuckle? Really? Or is it because of the initial advances? No. I thought I could get one. Huh. Oh, hang on. Oh, hidden power bug, of course. I don't have that. Okay, I do get a quirky one. Alright. I was thinking, wait a minute. That's why you always reset all the other values. Or else you're gonna be wondering like me, like, what is this? Why do I not get any frames? Oh, it's gonna be in 40 days? Ah, I see. Do you participate in Ramadan? Do you do that? Okay, let's go look for the Shuckle. Oh, it's from the last day of February until 30th of March. Ah, okay. I want to say that I'm not sure why you guys tell me I'm good at gaming, because I don't think this is a talent as much as a hobby. Why is it not a talent? I mean, skills that you get from gaming, you can actually transfer over to other things. Like there's surgeons out there that essentially they use Super Monkey Ball, if you know that game. One surgeon is known for playing that game before performing a surgery, because it just was like a build-up, like just getting into the action, so to speak. And yes, good hand-eye coordination, you can definitely translate that skill over to other things. It's also a hobby, but I wouldn't dismiss it outright just because it is gaming. Weißt du, welche Hintergrundmusik passen würde? Skr skr vom Rock. Willst du dir das echt freiwillig antun? Nee, nee, danke, ich passe. Und wird das nicht gecontent claimed? Ich glaube, da hat der Buttergolem echt was drauf gemacht. Für jetzt mal Mario Kart Musik. If anyone has, of course, a musical suggestion, don't be shy, tell me. For example, the going back to your argument, Amit, if your hand-eye coordination is very good, then you can translate that over to woodworking. Ja, ist ja auch ein Buttergolem, ne? Man hat ja so viele Namen. Und ich dachte, er wäre aus dem Game jetzt, also dass das Game jetzt fertig wäre. Aber anscheinend geht das ja immer wieder los. I mean, I'm only good at Souls games because my strong concentration under pressure. That's a skill. Being able to function under pressure, that's actually a skill. Not everyone can do that. So that's another thing where maybe you should say, hey, I can do this. And also cooking, I think maybe your baking and cooking skills have something to do with that as well. And I mean, you're into story writing, so I assume you can imagine things, scenarios in your head. You know, there's people who don't have that, they just can't. That's another thing that you can do that other people can't. Shuckle, please. No. Oh well. Hooray for Rock Smash RNG. Now thinking about what you cooked. You know, Ahmed is always cooking and baking, and then he posts the pictures of that in my Discord server, and then it always makes me hungry. Where's ONR with his random food comments? Maybe we should summon some other people, what do you think? If we talk about politics enough, maybe Kaiser Kamazin will come. Although we did. Sometimes summoning is a bit harder. Oh yeah, right, I need to go from up here, I forgot. Just view ledges. Yes, but I can't do something that people want. People want geniuses, engineers, doctors, science. I can do nothing. I mean, if everyone was an engineer, then we would have problems. People want geniuses, yes, actual geniuses, as in like an IQ of 160 of super rare. Not 1 in a million. We shouldn't rely on the occasional genius to fix our crap. And you don't really need to be that smart to become an engineer. I think, well, okay, doctor I think is harder. But still, there's some doctors out. I mean, there's still stupid doctors out there, I've seen them. You can see that the only reason they were able to attain a doctorate degree was because their parents had cash. And they were able to afford someone who would train or help the person learn and study. So they'd become a human tape recorder, as in just memorize stuff and then barf it out for the exam. But there's no introspection, there's no self-reflection, there's no synthesis happening. And that's also, those are skills that a doctor needs. You can beat yourself through university. If you don't have these skills, you're a bad doctor. You pass the theory, but can you pass, actual life? Real life, where you need to do things, you need to apply theory. Some people are really good at knowing a lot of information, but when it comes to applying said knowledge, they fail. It's also another thing. We need people of all walks of life, well, maybe not all intelligences. I'm trying to think a place for idiots. Not really. I mean, we got enough already, and they don't help. But you know what I mean. You're not an idiot, Amit. I mean, if everyone really was a doctor, we'd have a problem. Like, who bakes bread? Not a doctor. Who sweeps the streets? Not a doctor. And those who keep the trash away, those who keep it clean, those who make food. I also think they deserve much more respect. Because just like a doctor, they are crucial. The only thing I know I'm good at is I'm very flexible, which is very good. I mean, especially nowadays, isn't that a trait a lot of people are looking for? So I'm pretty certain that you fit very well into this society. Very good at adapting different environments. That's wonderful. That's a very good skill to have. Especially when people need me at something I never done before. I always do it like I know what. Yeah, that's amazing, Amit. What are you on? Why are you trying to sell yourself short? This is good. This is really good. I actually have a problem with immediately adapting to changing environments. Not because it's like cognitively hard to do, it's just because of my autism. I'm a person of habits, and when my routine gets thrown off, my autism really doesn't like that. So I have to use up energy to not freak out, while if you don't have that, so you can immediately use that energy to adapt. So you'd have an advantage over me in that aspect. You need to think like this. We also complement each other, I am really bad when it comes to doing stuff with, your hands, building things. That's why I just couldn't, like my grandmother tried to teach me how to knit. And the algorithmic part of the knitting, that I understood, but just translating that motion into doing it in real life, that was really complicated and hard. And but we still need people who understand the theory really well, and who don't necessarily need to do it or just put it into use. Maybe we need them to retain that information, or maybe to teach others. I wouldn't be worried in your case. You seem to be a good helping hand, and that's definitely what we need nowadays. I don't know why you keep saying, oh, I'm not anything any person needs. Ja? Wo sind die Zuschauer hin? Manchmal ist das echt merkwürdig, dann sind 5 Leute hier und dann steht da nur bei Concurrent Viewers 1 oder 2, aber das stimmt nicht. Keine Ahnung, das hat YouTube mir jetzt schon ein paar Mal gemacht. Aber schon war das an sich, habe ich mehr, so um die 10. Hängt auch davon ab, welchen an gewissen Wochentagen habe ich nicht so viel Aktivität. Und jetzt ist ja spät, ist ja Sonntagabends. Einer, der jetzt weggegangen ist, der ist Italiener, der muss auch morgen wieder zur Schule, das verstehe ich. Und andere müssen arbeiten. Aber ja, sonntags ist normalerweise eher ruhig. Aber schon an sich müssten jetzt mehr Leute hier sein. Ich habe auch welche, die schreiben fast nie in den Chat. Die sind da, so stille Beobachter, aber die schreiben nie was. Ich würde sagen, ich bin auch so größtenteils, wenn ich bei anderen Streamern mal vorbeischaue. Ich muss noch die Compilation-Videos machen. Videos, sorry. Battle Frontier wäre gut zum Angucken. Ja, das habe ich auch vor zu streamen. Also ich habe auf Smaragd noch nicht alle Gold-Symbole. Ich wollte Emblem und Symbol sagen und mein Gehirn hat beides irgendwie gemischt. I'm like a jack of all trades, master of none. No, master of none is not a jack of all trade, even though they're kind of the same. A jack of all trade is at least someone who knows their stuff, and a master of none is... I mean, you don't need to master anything, really. Like, what do you really need to master in order to be functional? Like, mastering is such a high level of maybe cognition or execution, depending on what we're talking about. Mastering is really only something you need to do if you're like a Olympic sports athlete, or I don't know, a world-class chess player. Then you need to master chess. Are you like one of the, like a, trying to be a Nobel Prize winner? Okay, then you need to master your science, but when do you ever really need to master something? I actually think not really that much, or not really that many times actually, when you really think about it. And jack of all trades, that's pretty good. That's more than a lot of people can say for themselves, so... No, stupid rock smash RNG. And of course the shuckle can still... like, we can still fail this. The shuckle can still flee. It's pretty silent tonight, or pretty on the down low. So if you're saying that you sleep after school, are you like going through the whole night? Like, do you do all-nighters then? Another thing I think I'm good at, or kind of good at, but I'm not sure if that's really important, is I'm very dedicated to people who need my help and devotion. No, that's very important what you're talking about. That's a very good thing. That's rare nowadays, which is a problem, you know. Everyone wants a person like that in their community. Loyal, devoted with devotion. Oh, the night has become your normal day. Whatever you say, vampire. Oh, I get a... Okay, it's a normal one. Female level 25. Let's try to catch that one. And then I'm gonna try calibrating. Alright, that went pretty quickly. Just A, whatever. Hit end. Teach TM10. They always have a item, they always carry one. Actually, I really want like a competitive shiny shuckle. Alright. Let's annoy the Kecleon lady again. Alright, let's see. Of course, gonna outspeed naturally. Like my grandma is quicker than a shuckle. And it is steel. Okay. Oops, not ghost steel. But what is your nature? Ah, you are indeed quirky. I mean, no wonder we're using a synchronizer after all. Okay. 13,900 and something. That's what the frame that I want. Level 25. I see one here. And where else? There. But that would be pretty... Why are they so far away? Gonna try for this one. Now I get these crazy calibrations. Weird. For example, ever since I became an Elden Ring pro, I started going to new player streams and would throw all my knowledge and tips I can give just so they can play better. Oh, that's kind of you. And so far I helped more than 178 players. That's a lot of players, wow. Beating the game, and I enjoy it so much. Maybe you can even make videos about how to become a god at these games. I mean, you did the god challenge, so you'd definitely be qualified to make a video like this. Why not? And I ain't talking about the Pokémon. Okay. Still pretty skeptical when it comes to that calibration. I don't know. Usually it's not that far away from the frame that I want. This one and the other one would be here. That's 15,000. No freaking way. That just can't be. I don't think so. That wouldn't really make that much sense. Music is a bit loud, alright. I hope this is better. Maybe I'm not loud enough. Alright, hopefully Shuckle will shine tonight. Now it says 0 concurrent viewers, that can't be. Very strange how YouTube does that sometimes. The only one who hates Joe Rogan, I always felt something is off about this guy. I don't hate him, but I'm not a fan of him either. He is just, you know, that kind of dude who is, his opinion is the opinion of the person who he last spoke to, and he has had some questionable guests, as in I get what he's trying to say or do. He's like, I want to give everyone a voice, okay, fair. But he's just, like, he has guests there that have really bad agendas, and he's also kind of pushing that man bro stuff that's just nonsense, and also with, like, he's pushing fake news, he's pushing bad science or just pseudoscientific nonsense, like that ivermectin stuff. It's not gonna cure you of cancer. It's not gonna cure you of COVID either. And yeah, I do have a problem with it, like in that aspect. I don't hate him, but I mean, he had some amazing guests, but those were usually scientists like Neil deGrasse Tyson or the Nobel Prize winner Penrose. But you're right, it's pretty questionable what goes on his streams, on his podcast. He also has had like climate change denier, and then again people who hate trans people. Like, what's the deal with that? Who cares if they're trans? Doesn't hurt me. It's not bad. That has existed since like thousands of years, you know. The Nazis back then, they actually burned a lot of... Okay, so no calibration. Alright. They burned a lot of trans literature, or also literature about homosexuality. That's lost knowledge then, and Joe Rogan literally once said the N-word, which is crazy. Oh, he did? I actually didn't know that. He talked with Trump, yeah, several times, and he's like sucking up to him. I'm like, wow, are you really that daft? Come on, are you... And other people I talk to in real life, they say, oh, Trump is funny, I'd vote for him. What the hell? You'd vote for a orange fascist who doesn't even really know what the hell he's talking about? Whose English speaking level is below that of a third grader? Really? And what, because he's funny? I don't know. I mean, maybe, yeah, but not really in a good way. He's funny like some, you know, those idiots that you talk to who are really racist. It's funny as in you laugh because, oh wow, look at that stupidity, but it's not really funny. But yeah, it is worrying. And then a lot of men are just, without really questioning anything, they just listen to his podcast and then they spout stupid nonsense back. I think that's also not helping with that whole Andrew Tate and radicalization of young men. I feel like there's just something off about Joe Rogan. I'm just saying, from now to people in 2027, Joe Rogan is a... Oh, is that your prediction? Let's see. Let's see if that will come true. If that will come true, then wow. You need to show me your crystal ball. Hope the music isn't as loud anymore. I hope that is adequate. Well, that's interesting. You noticed that something was off of him, and that is, again, another intelligence. That is interpersonal intelligence. And that's another skill. I actually don't think he's evil. I just think he's kind of simple-minded. And maybe he has done too many drugs and he has fried all of his neurons. Well, maybe not all of them, he can still speak and such, but if you really look back at his first kind of podcasts and then you compare them to especially his speech now, don't you think he's become a bit simpler, to put it in maybe nice terms? I don't like talking about people like this, you know, I'm not that kind of person, but that is definitely what I'm seeing. It's a random shoot. If it works, then people will believe me when I say I'm Jesus. You can try. Okay, can I get a shiny shuckle now? No? Okay, sure. You are evil, game. What's up? Where's everyone? So silent. Okay, going to area 6 again. Trying to not to collide into anything or with anything, because that advances frames. Thank you, Rayman, for telling me this. Hey there, Max Power, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Did you have a nice weekend? Glad to see you again. I finally got the shiny Hoot Hoot yesterday, so as of now I am done with area 5 of the Safari Zone, and now it's time for area 6. Doing well, thank you. Yes, nice weekend. Ah, that's wonderful. Trying to go for the shiny shuckle now. Oh, it's 50-50 again. So anything else that's new in the world of Max Power that you want to share? Well, minus 3 degrees Celsius, freaking cold outside. Oh god, that means I need to scratch the ice of the car again tomorrow. Now that sucks when you don't have your own garage, but oh well. I mean, could be much worse. Not much new, just grinding. Oh, grinding in what game? Me, my strong intuition. I've been predicting things with my intuition for so long. Since I was just 7 years old, for example. I predicted Trump winning twice, just by feeling. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, intuition is like not an intelligence stat in and of itself, but it's like something you can do or you can possess. When I saw Star Wars for the first time, I knew Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's father. Really? You knew that from the beginning? Apparently I have seen that, but he doesn't say, Luke, I am your father. He says, no, I am your father. Like as an answer to a previously set thing. Okay. Nothing again. Oh, grinding through life, working. Well, I hope you get something good for it. Exchanged GameCubes as well. The GameCube that I used before, that was my husband's. And I think you were there. The couple of times where it happened, at least once, where the Game Boy player just gives up. I failed a shiny Regirock like this, which, yeah, it's a very interesting way to fail a shiny. And until now, this GameCube does not do that. It's another Game Boy player in there as well. For example, I knew Zuko was going to be a good guy at the end of Avatar since the first moment I saw him. That I also knew that they were going to at least not give him a bad ending, so to speak. But that's when you have good media literacy or just media awareness, when you know how things are written, then you can kind of see that. You develop an intuition for that. But yeah, definitely there are some people or some kids who develop that intuition really quickly. Did you ever watch the movie, what's it called again? Megamind? Another example which happens all the time. I predict what people are about to say before... Oh, okay, so you predict what people are about to say before they even say it. Sometimes predict what people think, and most of the time I'm right. Yeah, that's more interpersonal intelligence. Although some people are definitely harder to read than others. Did you think Azula would stay a bad guy? I personally thought yes, because Azula is just much more bloodthirsty than Zuko. Zuko has a soft side. He has moments where he learns, especially through character growth, and under the guise of Iroh, which is a wonderful character. He's such a great character. But yeah, Azula is just really mean, lacks empathy, and that's usually show code or just media code for it. She's gonna stay bad. Some good hydration, don't forget that. I don't like Azula. I mean, I'm not too much of a fan of Zuko either, but I just don't like these edgy shadow, like these, oh, I am hurting and now I am edgy, these kind of characters. That's just a personal preference. But Azula, oh my god, I really can't stand her. She's evil. She deserves what happened to her. Her little tantrum. For example, my sister was about to say that she wants me to clean the house before she said it, 15 minutes before she said it. I knew what she wanted, also I did it by looking at her face. Yeah, that is interpersonal intelligence. that is one thing that I kind of lack, and I have to, you know, autism and all, and I have to compensate with other intelligences, which most of the time that works out really well, but not always. And you also have to know that a lot of people are not very rational beings, so you can't really use logical thinking to shoehorn that into trying to interpret what they are doing or thinking. So usually that sometimes it doesn't work at all. Also depends on how well I know the person, of course. That's like a thing I'm not really that gifted at. Oh, you don't like edgy characters either? Was your house dirty? That's how you knew? Yeah, I mean, that could also be very well been the case. Or she always has the habit of asking you at a specific like place or a specific time. But yeah, of course, your sister, I mean, you are very well familiar with her facial expressions. You just saw her look at the ground a lot, which kind of felt like a hint. Ah, I see. Yeah, I hate it when people give me hints like these, but they don't tell me outright. I'm like, dude, I'm autistic. I don't really get that most of the time. Just tell me. And then they think that they just project what I might be thinking. That's a thing that I always ran into. Peers thought I was arrogant because I didn't, like, they thought I was ignoring their hints, as if I were to say I don't care, but that wasn't the case. I just don't give me hints like these, just tell me. But still, that's an intelligence, you know, Amit. Not everyone is on the same page. Some people are really gifted in one thing. Like to look at people without them knowing. I'm even there sometimes, even would just hide to listen to people. I like to see what people are up to. Okay, kind of creepy, I have to say. But if you don't have any weird or evil ulterior motives. Also, some people really hated how direct I was. And then I wasn't playing any special, like, these stupid games, as in not video games, but like social games, manipulation and all that. No, why? It's a waste of time. Okay, 3 seconds. Come on, please, Shuckle. No, please. No. God damn it, game. Why you no give me shiny? Right. Going back to area 6, trying the whole shebang again. Hopefully this time with a blue Shuckle. And I'm yielding the advice that I got from a viewer to not collide, not use the bike here. There we go. I like to act like an NPC in front of people, so they can see nothing about me important. Oh, you want to concede a bit what you're You wanna hide your intentions? I mean, that's not always evil or shady. I've noticed that I'm just, I don't really show a lot of what I think. Or like my facial expression is usually either really noticeable or not noticeable at all, and I could actually have strong emotions brewing inside of me, but on the outside I'd still have a somewhat of a poker face. And then people were surprised when, like, they thought I was an NPC, and then they were surprised when I knew certain stuff, or when I was like, yeah, I saw that, or I noticed that. And then they didn't like that. Gotta go, glad to could be here for the stream. Alright, Max Power, thank you so much for being part of the stream. And I hope I will see you in the next stream, which should be on Tuesday. So until then, have a good one. It's funny though, the expression act like an NPC. Aren't we all NPCs? Because, you know, you can't play me, I can't play you. You're not a playable character to me, and I'm not a playable character to you. Hey there, Fatboys Gaming Nonsense. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Are you done with your stream? I was there for a long time. I let it play while I was, you know, packing or taking stuff out of boxes for the new apartment. If you don't know, Fatboys Gaming Nonsense is also a streamer. And today he did a stream on Donkey Kong Country 3 for the SNES. I greatly enjoyed that. I like that game. So do you like it a little bit more now? I know that in the stream you said something, I think you said you haven't played that for over 20 years, which fair. We weren't doing so bad though, for that long time gap between playing the game. If I remember back, it's just crazy how the first boss in that game gave me so much trouble as a kid, and nowadays it's like, wow, it's nothing. But I just think, I usually played as Dixie Kong in the game, and I think the first boss is much easier when you use Kitty. Also, something about me is I like to look a lot into people that are unknown, because people who are attention seeking are easy to read, because they hide nothing special at best. They may have one or two special things. It depends. I've seen attention seekers who were hiding a really dark side of them. Thinking of narcissists who, like, they act really sociable when they're among people, and once they're home, the mask falls off. So that was essentially an act to hide or distract. Midday break, cooking dinner, nice. Finishing laundry, get everything ready for the storm. 5 inches of snow Tuesday. Oh wow. Oh, that's a lot of snow. Well then, good luck. It's also pretty cold here, and -3 degrees, but we don't have a snowstorm. What's for dinner if if I am allowed to know. Spaghetti? Oh, that's exactly what I had as well. Spaghetti with the bolognese sauce that my nonna taught me how to do. Really tasty. And I feel like if you play Elden Ring, you wouldn't play an intelligent... You would play an intelligence mage. Build it, fit your personality. I mean... When I play Dungeons and Dragons, my first character was a mage who spec'd into intelligence. So yeah, maybe onto something. Did you ever play Dungeons and Dragons? I forgot if I asked you, Amit. Or anyone else here maybe. I mean, I have. Alright, 10 seconds. Might actually end the stream a bit earlier. I do have to do stuff tomorrow. Let's see. I mean, I hoped it wouldn't come to this. Oh, come on. Nothing again. Sadly, I don't know anyone who wants to play Dungeons and Diddy with me. Dungeons and Diddy. Oh, that's a shame. Is it not that well liked or maybe popular in Iraq? I remember in the when you said you were playing that in the 90s. And in the early 2000s, people thought, oh my god, you're an unwashed nerd, you're a basement dweller, and they wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. But nowadays it's pretty, almost everyone I know has, at least in my age range, has played it. The new Elden Ring Night Train campaign is Dungeon and Diddy's, but 3D, and it is COOP. Oh, it's you can team up with others. Dungeons and Diddy's. You always crack me up. I bet in Iraq there's only one person who knows Dungeons and Diddy's, and that's me. Well, you need to spread the word a bit, you know. You know, I have a free PDF about the handbook and the rules, and maybe suddenly that can somehow make it onto your computer, and you could maybe give that to other people. I mean, that would be a shame if that happened, but imagine if it did. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I still want to do more Dungeons and Dragons. I want to do maybe one day do my own campaign. Thing is, I'm not really too keen on the fantasy setting. I don't know. I'm much more of a science fiction person. And I mean, I bet there are very good campaigns out there that I know. Set in a hard sci-fi world, something like that. But then there's certain characters that you just can't play because they would be too powerful. Okay. And what do I get? I get nothing! Wow! Absolutely nothing. Ruthless. New Elden Ring game is like this. You play with 2 other players, so it's 3-player co-op. You have 3 nights to survive, and each night a boss spawns, and you must kill him with your friends. Oh, that sounds really fun. Yeah, is Elden Ring... On what platforms can I play it? I don't have a... Like, the PlayStations that I have are old. I have a PlayStation 1 and 2, and the 1 is not really from me, that's my husband's. And I have a PSP, but that's like an old one. Of course in pink, naturally. I don't have a PS3, I don't have a PS4, and I don't have a PS5. And I don't have the latest Xbox either. Maybe you and Kaiser Karmazin can maybe do a Dungeons and Diddy session. I would be the Knight Diddleson, Knight of the Oil Kingdom. Sure. I mean, I think Kaiser Karmazin would be much better at this. After all, he has experience in being a dungeon master. I don't. Like, I played as a character in some campaigns, that's it. But if I understood that correctly, Kaiser Karmazin has like tons of... He made so many campaigns himself, so he'd definitely be the one who'd be calling the shots then. But yes, a Dungeons and Dragons or just in general tabletop thing would definitely be fun to do, also maybe on the Discord if that works. You can play Elden Ring on PC, oh that's a good thing. I have a very good PC after all. Xbox, PS4 and PS5, well I don't have those. Like my husband has the Xbox 360 like arcade version. And my brother has the original Xbox, but that's it. Night Rain will be available for the same PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox. Of course not the Switch, because the Switch is not strong enough to handle it, I bet. Alright, 15 seconds, come on. Or will this area torment me further? That's probably what's gonna happen, honestly. Elden Ring is available for Nintendo Switch, but it's really bad. I've heard I've heard, so I don't think it's worth it. Okay, let's try again. Okay, it looks like this GameCube doesn't have the problems. Or maybe it was a game... I really need to disassemble that Game Boy player. I think it might be like a contact rust issue, something like that. At least from the troubleshooting that I've read online, seems to be an issue with some Game Boy players. But hopefully that's not going to happen again. You can buy Elden Ring right now on Steam on your PC for about $40, but you can go to Instant Gaming for better prices. I do have Steam. I think Steam sales is what would be the best. I don't know about Instant Gaming, what's that? Oh, how quiet it is tonight. I do wonder why. Is it because it's Sunday? Is it because a large portion of my viewer base is already in bed, which I don't mind. I mean, and I don't blame them either. You got stuff to do. And the playlist is over. Again, starting out with Coconut Mall. I swear all of these playlists, they always start out with Coconut Mall. The lore of the Knight Diddleson is amazing. He's a knight so powerful he was known for his baby oil skin and his baby oil sword, oh my god. But one day he was defeated by Lotion Knight from the Master Debating Kingdom. Aha. Oh boy. Imagine not knowing the insiders that we have here and just... Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more reset. And then I'm gonna say goodnight. I do gotta wake up at around 9 tomorrow and I'm gonna do stuff. But still I was able to stream, which is a good thing. Now if I would also get a shiny now, that would be wonderful. Okay. And those NPCs, of course, moving, advancing my frames, but oh well, you know how it is. Just always happening. Which is really annoying. I think that makes Area 5 and 6 so hard. Because you need to run there, of course, and then while you go there, there's so many NPCs that can move. and there's nothing you can do to prevent them from moving. I mean, okay, fair, I could do the battle video method, but for some reason just I can't get it to work. Welche kompetitive Pokémon hast du? Oh, sehr viele. Latios, Metagross, Sumpax. Also jetzt nur auf Gen 3 oder auch die anderen Spiele? Weil, also die Liste ist sehr lang. Bist du an welchen interessiert? Du weißt ja, ich unter gewissen Bedingungen klone ich die Shinies und dann tausche ich die mit meinen Viewer. Gen 3, okay. Ja, die Latis, die Starter alle Reggies. Ich habe sogar das Wetter-Trio, aber gut, das kann man fast nicht benutzen, also im Spiel nicht, weil die sind ja verboten. Mew, Deoxys, sehr viele Lepumentas, Sumaril. Wird jetzt ein bisschen schwieriger zu sagen, welche ich nicht habe. In Gen 3, das geht nur, wenn ich den Save-File, also den Speicherstand auf den PC setze und dann über Emulator tausche, sonst geht das nicht. Aber wie ich es sonst üblicherweise mache, ist, ich transferiere die Pokémon von Gen 3 auf Pokémon Home, weil ich habe ja die ganzen Dinge, die man dazu braucht. Ich habe mehrere DS-Konsolen, ich habe Herz Gold und Perl und alles das, um das von Gen 3 zu Gen 4 zu setzen. Ich habe diesen Pocket-Transporter, um das auch auf Gen 5 zu setzen und von Gen 5 auf Gen 6 und von Gen 6 und 7 auf Gen 8. Das habe ich alles zu Hause. Normalerweise tausche ich über Home oder in den Spielen wie ein Schild oder so. Die gehen auch alle durch, die sind legit. Alright, so unfortunately nothing. But oh well, I mean, at least I tried. I had some interesting discussions with you as always. And the next stream should be on Tuesday, if everything goes right. And until then, have a good one, goodbye, and good night.